Hey there, fellow YouTube enthusiasts. Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey through the captivating animated miniseries, Over the Garden Wall. Buckle up and get ready for an adventure that will leave you spellbound. But before we begin, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our community of passionate fans. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single video. Over the Garden Wall is a captivating animated miniseries that follows two brothers, Wert and Greg, as they navigate a mysterious and enchanting world known as the Unknown. Lost in a surreal forest, they encounter peculiar characters and face daunting challenges on their quest to find their way back home. With themes of self-discovery, courage, and the power of friendship, the series weaves a compelling narrative filled with whimsical darkness and heartfelt moments. Through its enchanting storytelling and memorable characters, Over the Garden Wall invites viewers on an unforgettable journey that explores the depths of the human spirit and the importance of embracing the unknown.
What is your work, exactly?
Everyone has a torch to burn, and this here is mine.
The main characters, Greg and Wert, find themselves lost in a mysterious forest called the Unknown. They encounter a strange woodsman who collects sticks from edgewood trees to keep his lantern lit. The boys are warned about a dangerous creature known as the Beast. Meanwhile, Greg's frog goes missing, and he accidentally stumbles upon the woodsman's secret operation of turning edgewood sticks into oil. As the boys try to escape, they are confronted by the Beast, which chases them through the mill house. Greg comes up with a plan to distract the monster using candy while Wert tries to defend himself. Eventually, they manage to trap the Beast in the mill wheel, causing the mill and the roof to collapse. After narrowly escaping and landing in a lake, the boys realize the dog-like creature they encountered was not the real Beast. The woodsman blames Wert for the mill's destruction, and Wert takes responsibility. The woodsman advises them to leave the woods and asks Greg to take care of his frog. The episode concludes with Greg and Wert discussing the frog's name, with a humorous misunderstanding between them.
My secrets are too secret. Hey, look, light.
Whoa, now who's avoiding the question?
You.
Fine, I threw a rock at a bluebird and it cursed me and my family, and now we're all bluebirds.
Greg annoys Wert by making raspberry noises. They encounter a talking bluebird named Beatrice who promises Greg a favor if he helps free her from a bush. Wert is skeptical but decides to go along with it. Beatrice tells them about Adelaide of the pasture, a woman who can grant wishes, but Wert wants to try their luck in a nearby town called Pottsfield. When they reach Pottsfield, they find it seemingly abandoned, except for pumpkin-headed people celebrating a harvest. The townspeople question their presence and accuse them of crimes, sentencing them to manual labor. During their work, Wert and Greg uncover skeletons, causing Wert to panic. As the pumpkin people approach, Greg's skeleton starts dancing, distracting the townsfolk. Wert's skeleton also emerges, revealing that all the pumpkin people are actually skeletons. The leader, Enoch, allows them to leave and hints that Wert will eventually join them. Beatrice, Greg, and Wert regroup and continue their journey into the unknown. The episode ends with the sound of the Beast's laughter and a leaf getting stuck on a fence.
Leave if you wish, but remember, the beast haunts these woods, ever singing his mournful melody.
Greg, Wert, and Beatrice come across a schoolhouse where Greg discovers a group of animals being taught by Miss Langtree. After an eventful mealtime where Greg adds some excitement with a lively song, they decide to help the animals by stealing back their confiscated instruments. The next day, it is revealed that the man in a gorilla costume is Jimmy Brown, Miss Langtree's lost love, bringing joy and happiness to everyone. The story concludes with a reminder from Beatrice to Wert about tying his shoelaces, emphasizing the importance of small detail. In this charming adventure, the trio navigates the schoolhouse, encountering an enthusiastic teacher, a gorilla chase, and a heartwarming reunion. Greg's infectious spirit and determination inspire his companions to help him bring joy to the animal students, culminating in a triumphant concert. The tale highlights the power of music, friendship, and embracing spontaneity, leaving a lasting reminder about the significance of even the simplest acts, like tying shoelaces, in shaping our experiences.
Do you like waffles?
No, waffles make me sick. I eat maggots.
Ah!
What?
How can you not eat waffles?
Wert, Gregory, and Beatrice are thrown off a hay wagon and go to a tavern for directions to Adelaide's pasture. The tavern keeper initially welcomes them but shoos Beatrice away due to superstition. Wert meets various patrons who represent different archetypes. The toymaker mistakes Wert for the young lover and gives him misguided romantic advice. Beatrice goes to find the woodsman for help. Inside the tavern, Wert is pressured to sing a love song, but fails to communicate his need for directions. Eventually, he tells the crowd about meeting the woodsman and his warnings about the beast. The tavern keeper sings a song explaining that the beast seeks lost children and turns them into trees of oil. The patrons mistakenly suspect Wert of being the beast. Wert asks for directions to Adelaide's, but the apprentice tells him to follow the compass in his heart. Outside, Beatrice screams and a tavern keeper urges Wert to save her. Wert grabs Greg, a lantern, and a horse and rushes into the woods. They find the woodsman near a tree where Beatrice lies unconscious. Wert believes the woodsman is the beast and tries to protect Greg and Beatrice. Wert accidentally spills oil on the tree, causing it to ignite. They escape on the horse, leaving the woodsman behind. While riding, Beatrice regains consciousness and chastises Wert for not getting directions. Wert reveals that they received directions from their talking horse named Fred. The woodsman encounters the shadowy figure revealed to be the beast. The beast asks about the children's whereabouts, but the woodsman refuses to disclose the information. The beast taunts the woodsman, singing about chopping wood to light the fire.
You're wearing costumes.
Well, sure. Pumpkins can't move on their own, can they?
No,
Good thing I didn't take this off.
Wert, Gregory, Beatrice, and Fred the horse pretend to be Quincy Endicott's nephews to steal 2 pennies they need for the ferry. Endicott, a wealthy tea company owner, reveals his dissatisfaction with his own tea and his obsession with expanding his mansion. He becomes infatuated with the ghostly painting of a beautiful woman and shows it to Greg. Meanwhile, Wert and Beatrice search for money in the parlor. While hiding in an armoire, Wert and Beatrice share their secrets. Beatrice was once human but was cursed, and Wert confesses his crush and his hidden talents. They discover a secret panel and explore a different part of the mansion, noticing the architectural discrepancy. Endicott, Greg, and Fred venture through dark halls, with Endicott doubting the existence of the ghost. They enter the greenhouse, where a white peacock startles Endicott. He reveals his neglect of the peacocks due to his obsession. Greg encourages him to continue, leading them to the bedroom with the painting. Suspicious signs suggest a struggle, and Endicott accuses Fred of being after his money. Endicott believes the ghost has come for him when he sees the woman in the painting at the doorway. After awakening from their fainting spells, it is revealed that the woman is Marguerite Gray, Endicott's tea business competitor. The 2 mansions have become connected due to their immense sizes. Endicott and Gray declare their love for each other. Outside the mansion, Endicott thanks Greg for helping him face his fears and gives him a penny. Gray also gives a penny, providing the 2 pennies needed for the ferry. Wert invites Fred to join them, but Fred has taken a job as Endicott's official tea horse. Greg unexpectedly throws both pennies into a pool, expressing anger at being misunderstood by Endicott.
Greg, you stay out of trouble. Beatrice, thank you, but you can leave.
I can't leave. I'm honor-bound to help you since you guys helped me. That's the Bluebird rules.
Wert, Greg, and Beatrice find themselves on a Frogland ferry, surrounded by frogs dressed in 19th century attire. They are pursued by guards for sneaking on board without tickets after Greg threw away their money. To escape, Wert disguises himself as a bassoon player and performs with the frog band, eventually playing the clarinet. Once the boat docks, the frogs go into hibernation. Beatrice tries to convince Wert and Greg to abandon their plan of reaching Adelaide's house, revealing her fondness for them. Beatrice attempts to meet Adelaide secretly, but unknowingly leads the brothers along. They discover that Adelaide is a wicked crone who deceived Beatrice, offering her a way to become human again in exchange for capturing the boys. Wert and Greg enter Adelaide's house and witness Beatrice and Adelaide apparently conspiring. Beatrice tries to explain the situation, but Wert refuses to listen. Adelaide reveals her allegiance to the beast's voice and traps the boys. However, Beatrice opens a window, exposing Adelaide to the night air, causing her to crumble to dust. After defeating Adelaide, Wert and Greg free themselves and leave the house. Beatrice feels regret for her deal with Adelaide. Wert, feeling betrayed and distrusting everyone, walks with Greg into the woods. Greg's frog, who was left behind, finds them, and although Greg welcomes him warmly, Wert remains distant and urges Greg to hurry up.
And we both stepped on pumpkins.
Yeah, and then we heard the music from the barn, and, well, how about we just leave?
As Wert and Greg venture through the rain-soaked woods, they encounter the woodsman, mistaking him for the beast and fleeing in fear. Seeking refuge, they enter an abandoned house where they meet a young girl named Lorna and learn about her strict guardian, Auntie Whispers. Wert and Greg decide to help Lorna escape from her oppressive situation by completing a task assigned by Auntie Whispers. However, their attempts to clean quickly go awry when they accidentally awaken Auntie Whispers, who transforms Lorna into a menacing figure. Escaping through a window, Wert, Greg, and their frog use the power of the frog's glowing belly to release Lorna from possession. Lorna decides to stay with Auntie Whispers, leading to a bittersweet resolution. Despite their doubts, Wert and Greg press on, with Greg encouraging Wert to take the lead. Meanwhile, the Beast and the Woodsman discuss the boys' actions, highlighting the Beast's desire for control and dominance over their fate. The episode concludes with a sense of foreboding as the Beast asserts its influence over the unfolding events, setting the stage for further challenges and confrontations in their journey.
Just a few hours of manual labor, and we're almost done.
And then what are you gonna do? Just wander around, this way and that way, through the woods, forevermore?
In this chapter, Greg, Wert, and Greg's frog are floating on a lake using an outhouse. They hear the Beast singing, which makes Wert sad. They eventually reach land, and Wert concludes that they will never make it home. He tells Greg that he behaves too childishly and goes to sleep under a tree, followed by Greg and his frog. Greg has a dream where he visits Cloud City. The residents welcome him and ask him to lead their song to teach him about leadership. However, during the song, Greg accidentally releases the North Wind and its minions. He ends up fighting the North Wind inside a house and manages to trap it in a bottle. The Queen of the Clouds thanks Greg for saving the city and offers him a wish. Greg wishes to go home with Wert, but the Queen explains that Wert has already been claimed by the Beast. Greg then selflessly wishes for the Beast to take him instead. When Wert wakes up, Greg says goodbye and leaves with the Beast. Wert realizes what has happened and chases after them. While running, Wert slips on a frozen lake covered in snow and falls in. Beatrice and the fisher fish rescue Wert using a fishing net, and he loses consciousness.
I didn't see any beast. That driver is nuts. Nuts.
Phew, well, that's good.
Wert, feeling nervous and embarrassed, holds a cassette tape labeled for Sarah. He throws it in frustration, but then winds it back up. He creates a Halloween costume from an old hat and cape. Wert's brother Greg sees the tape and assumes it's for a girl named Sarah, leading to a series of misunderstandings. Greg runs into classmates and reveals the tape, causing panic for Wert. Wert tries to retrieve the tape but failed. Wert and Greg chase after Sarah at a Halloween party, but Wert is afraid to join since he wasn't invited. They witness Sarah and Jason holding hands, which devastates Wert. They hide and create a diversion, but are interrupted by a police car, causing everyone to flee. Wert sees Sarah with his tape and jumps over a garden wall with Greg, feeling anger towards his brother. They narrowly avoid a train but fall into a lake and blackout. Wert is saved and wakes up in the unknown. He leaves a tree and heads into a snowstorm, determined to find his brother and Beatrice.
Okay, I think they're gone. Beatrice, you there?
Yes, smart guy, start searching for change.
Beatrice finds Greg with the Beast, who assigns him tasks. Greg cleverly completes them, but the Beast tricks him into waiting for the sun in a teacup. Beatrice and Wert search for Greg while the Woodsman confronts the Beast. Wert and Beatrice free Greg and confront the Beast. Wert realizes the Beast's true nature and threatens to extinguish the lantern. They escape and the Woodsman defeats the Beast. Wert wakes up in the real world and they share their adventure with friends. The story ends with glimpses of the unknown and a happy resolution for the characters. Over the Garden Wall is a beautifully crafted series that weaves together themes of self-discovery, friendship, and the power of the human spirit. Across its 10 episodes, the series takes viewers on an enchanting and emotional adventure through the unknown, exploring the depths of its mysteries and the complexities of its inhabitants. It captures the essence of childhood wonder, reminding us of the importance of embracing the unknown, cherishing our relationships, and finding our way home. In conclusion, Over the Garden Wall is a mesmerizing and emotionally resonant series that takes viewers on a transformative journey through the unknown. With its richly layered storytelling, compelling characters, and profound themes, the series leaves a lasting impact, reminding us of the importance of self-discovery, the strength of human connections, and the enduring power of hope. All right, friends, we hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope to see you next time. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel